Hi there, Catherine here with another oil painting. This still life is called Timeless Treasures, and it was a challenging piece. I want to say fun, but also challenging. A little bit different palette than maybe what I'm usually used to. And I do love to incorporate a lot of patterning in my paintings at different times. There's something really magical to me about patterning. I tend to incorporate fabrics that I have around that have interesting motifs on them. And there's something about this whole idea of motifs within a painting, which, you know, in some part of my thinking about my work, I am creating another sort of overall motif in constructing a composition. So in this piece, when it came out, to me it has a sort of Egyptian influence with this beautiful. This is the picture that was in the still life. It reminds me kind of like an urn and a simple jug that could be from you know, way back, and certainly in this contemporary piece is in its core design. So that sort of influenced me when I was putting together and choosing items to complete the arrangement. So I incorporated some beautiful fabrics that I have. I changed up the colors, but and some of the shapes I simplify. That's something that I do. I like to simplify what I'm seeing to really sort of hone in on what's the core shape within the object, or even within a pattern fabric. So in this one, you know, there's these little square linked up, like sort of chain like design with circular designs and swirls and lots of different colors. Down here, there's another pattern that's more in, I've used a lot of blue, different shades of blue, and there's some red coming through, and it bumps up against some, you know, bright white, and this plate with a pear and a couple of lemons. And then again, there's the linear aspect. So these geometric forms that I like to incorporate into my pieces that usually are just, I'll keep them to a simple one color, light colors they tend to be. And again, this aspect of looking in through a window perhaps onto something interesting and unique. And the whole idea of observation too is a big part of this piece, just observing the arrangement and the colors, the shadows, the motifs in the fabric, and finding a way to bring those all together in a cohesive way that's unique and different, and invites the viewer to experience common objects and simple fruits in a new way. I think that's another undercurrent in a lot of my work, is sort of proposing things that you might see around regularly and don't always notice. So just inviting some contemplation and awareness around actually really looking at something. And that's a lot of what my painting does for me. It's putting together these objects and fabrics, and you know, letting myself look at them in a new way and find uniqueness in them. So, you know, a lot of my the shadow references I do exaggerate. For example, like, well, in the lemons, that shadow space down here, which I interpret as orange, was probably more on a green cast. So just changing that up, bringing something a little bit a little more exciting maybe to the piece, or something to question or take notice of. And same thing with the pear. This is a beautiful golden pear, and the shadow, it did tend to have an aspect of violet to it, but probably was a lot more soft. And I just really emphasize that in a big way to accentuate the beautiful curvature of the pear, and I think find the pear's pearness, so to speak. And yeah, just, I paint very from my gut. I mean, I have training, but when I come into these pieces, a lot of times I just let my intuition sort of lead me along with the color choices, and then how much detail I feel the painting's actually calling for me to bring to it. So I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about this backstory. I really like this piece because for me it has sort of a I want to say like an ethnic feel to it, and maybe some sort of reverence towards tradition and time, and the beauty of pattern for sure, as well as simplicity. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about this painting, Timeless Treasures 2. This is the second one. So this is Timeless Treasures 2. I painted this on a Masonite panel in oils, and it would look beautiful in a lot of different spaces, in a gorgeous frame. And I thank you for listening to me today, and talk to you soon. Bye now.